Mid-9th century, in Rome, during a solemn papal procession, the unthinkable happens. The Pope collapses, cries out in pain, and gives birth. The cardinals are petrified. The Pope is a woman. The story of Joan, the woman who sat on the throne of St. Peter, is one of the darkest and most fascinating mysteries of the Middle Ages. Legend, reality, or a truth too uncomfortable to tell. The 9th century is a turbulent time. After the fall of the Roman Empire, the Church of Rome remains one of the few stable institutions. The papacy is both a spiritual guide and a political power. In this male-dominated world, women have no access to education, let alone ecclesiastical authority. But the story of Pope Joan begins far from Rome, in Germany. According to medieval chronicles, Joan was born to an Anglo-German family. Intelligent and curious, she disguised herself as a man to enter a monastery and access knowledge forbidden to women. Under the name Johannes Anglicus, she began her rise. Gifted with extraordinary intelligence and charisma, Joan was given increasingly important roles: teacher in Athens, advisor in Rome. The clergy admired her learning. No one suspected. And when the papal see became vacant, she was elected. Pope John VIII. Joan ruled for 2 years, with wisdom and firmness. But she hid a secret. She was pregnant, allegedly by a trusted assistant. During one of the most solemn processions between the Colosseum and St. John Lateran, Joan suffered a collapse. She fell and gave birth in public. Silence fell like a blade. The pontiff was not who they claimed to be. The reaction was violent. Some accounts say the crowd lynched her. Others say she was confined to a convent. In any case, the Church erased every trace of her pontificate. For centuries, Joan's story survived only in whispers. And yet, some clues remain. A statue on the Via Sacra between the Colosseum and St. John. A mysterious papal chair with a hole in the seat. And medieval maps listing her name among the popes. After her case, it's said that new popes were subjected to a ritual, seated on the sedia stercoraria, a chair with a hole, while a deacon verified their manhood and proclaimed,
Habemus papam, virum bonum et legitimum.
The figure of Pope Joan has inspired novels, studies, debates. For some, she's a medieval myth. For others, a historical figure the Church wanted to forget. But the fact that such a story persisted so long says a lot about the power of ideas and the fear that a woman could rise that high. Whether legend or reality, Joan's story still speaks to us today. Because every taboo broken, every power challenged, leaves a trace. If this story surprised you, subscribe to the channel for more true, incredible tales. Do you think Joan really existed, or is she just a medieval legend? Let us know in the comments. See you next time, with another story that seems impossible, but really happened.